Hari Om. Audio is clear? Yes. Repeat once. Adi Divya Jyoti Maha Adi Divya Jyoti Maha Kali Ma Namo Kali Ma Jyoti Maha Adi Divya Jyoti Maha Kali Ma Namo Kali Ma Namo Madhushambha Mahishamardini Mahashaktaye Namo Mahashaktaye Namo Madhushambha Mahishamardini Madhushambha Mahishamardini Mahashaktaye Namo Mahashaktaye Namo Adi Divya Jyoti Maha Adi Divya Jyoti Maha Kali Ma Namo Kali Ma Namo Brahma Vishnu Shiva Swarupa Brahma Vishnu Shiva Swarupa Tvam na Anyatha Brahma Vishnu Shiva Swarupa Brahma Vishnu Shiva Swarupa Tvam na Anyatha Tvam na Anyatha Characharasya Palika Characharasya Palika Namo Namah Sada Namo Namah Sada पालिका
चराचरस्य पालिका
नमो नमः सदा
नमो नमः सदा
चराचरस्य पालिका
चराचरस्य पालिका
नमो नमः सदा
नमो नमः सदा
चराचरस्य पालिका
चराचरस्य पालिका
नमो नमः सदा
नमो नमः सदा
चराचरस्य पालिका
चराचरस्य पालिका
नमो नमः सदा
नमो नमः सदा
चराचरस्य पालिका
चराचरस्य पालिका
नमो नमः सदा
नमो नमः सदा
आदिदेव्य ज्योतिमहा
आदिदेव्य ज्योतिमहा
कालिमा नमो
कालिमा नमो
मधुशुम्भमहिषमर्दिनी
मधुशुम्भमहिषमर्दिनी
महाशक्तये नमो
महाशक्तये नमो
महाशक्तये नमो
महाशक्तये नमो
अनन्तरूपा अनन्तनामा
अनन्तरूपा अनन्तनामा
आदिमूला नारायणा
आदिमूला
अनन्तरूपा अनन्तनामा
अनन्तरूपा अनन्तनामा
आदिमूला नारायणा
आदिमूला
अनन्तशयना हे जगन्नाथ
अनन्तशयना हे जगन्नाथ
कमलनयना हे माधवा
कमलनयना हे माधवा
अनन्तशयना हे जगन्नाथ
अनन्तशयना हे जगन्नाथ
कमलनयना हे माधवा
कमलनयना हे माधवा
करुणासागर Krishna.
He Kripa Sindhu Krishna.
He Kripa Sindhu.
He Kripa Sindhu.
Ananta Rupa Anantana.
Ananta Rupa Anantana.
Adi Mula Narayana.
Adi Mula Narayana.
Vishvarupa Vishwadhara.
Vishvarupa Vishwadhara.
Vishveshwara He Narayana.
Vishveshwara He Narayana.
Vishvarupa Vishwadhara.
Vishvarupa Vishwadhara.
Vishveshwara He Narayana.
Vishveshwara He Narayana.
Bhavabhayaharana Dinodharana.
Bhavabhayaharana Dinodharana.
Bhavabhayaharana Dinodharana.
Bhavabhayaharana Dinodharana.
He Daya Sindhu Krishna.
He Daya Sindhu Krishna.
He Daya Sindhu.
He Daya Sindhu.
Ananta Rupa Anantana.
Ananta Rupa Anantana.
Adi Mula Narayana.
Adi Mula Narayana.
Adi Mula Narayana.
Adi Mula Narayana.
Om Namo Narayanaya.
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 Om
दिव्यैस्तवैः वेदैः साङ्गपदक्रमोपनिषदैः गायन्ति यं सामगाः ध्यानावस्थिततद्गतेन मनसा पश्यन्ति यं योगिनः यस्यान्तं न विदुः सुरासुरगणाः देवाय तस्मै नमः देवाय तस्मै नमः. Humble prostrations to my God present here. So, Dasara celebration is over. Today it gets over. Interestingly, the theme of Dasara is the very same theme of 14th chapter. What is the theme of Dasara? First 3 days we worship Durga. Next 3 days we worship Lakshmi. Next 3 days we worship Saraswati. So 9 days. And the last day we do Visarjana of that form. The Devi's form we immerse in water. Some holy river or something. So what is the symbolic meaning of this? So the first 3 days we worship Durga. Who is Durga? The power of destruction. So what do we destroy in us? All the negative tendencies. Destruction of negative tendencies. Kama, Krodha, Lobha, Moha, Madhavatsarya, Raga, Dvesha, Ahankara, Mamakara, plenty of them are there. So Durga needs so many hands. One hand will not do. A lot of work to do. So 3 days worship of Durga means destroying all the negativities in the mind. The negativities are called in Bhagavad Gita as Asuri Sampat. Sampat means what? Wealth. In this world there are 3 types of wealth. What are they? Number 1, Laukika Sampat. The worldly wealth. Dollars, rupees, land, etc. Number 2, Asuri Sampat. Demonic. So this comes in 16th chapter actually. Asuri Sampat. Bhagavan uses this too. Demonic vices. They are called as wealth. You know what is the definition of wealth? Wealth is that which we earn. That which we earn through effort is called wealth. So all this Kama, Krodha also we earn. It's a hard-earned wealth. How do we earn this wealth? When we again and again behave in this world, entertaining these negative thoughts, negative emotions, these emotions slowly grow in our heart. All these emotions, anger, greed, jealousy, hatred, actually they are hard-earned wealth. How did we earn? The question is not whether we have consciously earned it or unconsciously earned it. The point is you have earned it. Whichever emotion we entertain regularly, that particular emotion becomes our habit, natural tendency. So in this sense, even all our vices are also earned by us. That is why it is called as Sampat. Asuri Sampat. So first wealth is Laukika Sampat, worldly wealth. Second one is Asuri Sampat, and third one is called Daivi Sampat, divine wealth. What is divine wealth? All the noble virtues are called divine wealth. Humility, compassion, straightforwardness, devotion for God, dispassion, all these are called as divine wealth, Daivi Sampat. So what is the difference between Laukika Sampat and Daivi Sampat? The difference is when we die, all the Laukika Sampat we have to leave behind. What about Daivi Sampat? Not only Daivi Sampat, Asuri Sampat also. After death also it comes along with us. Because it's a part of our Antakarana, Sukshma Sharira, it comes along with us. So this wealth is always with us. So therefore, what do the wise people do? They strive hard to keep Devi Sampat, because in Bhagavad Gita it is said, Asuri Sampat Vimokshaya Ala Devi Sampat Vimokshaya Nibandhaya Asuri Mata. There's a statement in 16th chapter. Devi Sampat Vimokshaya. This Devi Sampat will help you get liberation. Whereas this Asuri Sampat will bind you, Nibandhaya, bind you to this world. So therefore, the first 3 days, so many things, or the mobile. See, when one person's mobile is ringing, I should immediately think, is my mobile in silent mode? Nowadays, not only mobiles ring, even the watches also ring. Okay, 1 minute silence. Consciously think whether my mobile is in silent mode or not. That's the first Devi Sampat we practice. Okay. So, the first 3 days we worship Durga. Durga is a destructive power of the Lord. What she has to destroy? All our negative tendencies. The first 3 days. Unless the negativities are destroyed, there won't be any space for the positive virtues. Before arranging a room, what is the first thing you do? Clean the room, isn't it? Before doing makeup, what is the first thing you do? Wash your face. You don't do makeup on the dirty, filthy face, right? First wash your face. Clean up, then arrange. So therefore, the first is cleaning up. Durga. Next is Lakshmi. Many times, majority of the people think Lakshmi means wealth. So in spirituality, Lakshmi means divine wealth. Because this Laukika wealth will automatically follow a person who has divine wealth. He has no difficulty at all in earning money. Wherever you find a person who is noble in virtues, filled with virtues, outer wealth will just follow his footsteps. So when we say Lakshmi, it is always divine wealth, the noble virtues. So the 3 days we worship Lakshmi, paying attention to cultivating the noble virtues of life. And now your heart is filled with the noble virtues. Such a pure heart is fit for the highest knowledge. The knowledge which we are going to discuss now. The mind has to be prepared, otherwise this highest knowledge. See, higher the knowledge, greater the preparation. For low knowledge, no preparation is needed. But as the knowledge becomes higher and higher, subtler and subtler, purer and purer, preparation also It is exactly like to climb a mountain. If you want to go higher and higher up the mountain, you must be physically prepared. So in the same way, once the mind is prepared with all the divine noble virtues, such a mind is called a sattvic mind. So destruction, first 3 days, Durga Devi. So what is destroyed? Tamasic and rajasic tendencies are destroyed. Lakshmi worship means what? Cultivating sattvic virtues, making the mind sattvic. All those things are going to come now. These are the 3 modes of the mind: rajasic, tamasic, sattvic. Destroy the rajasic and tamasic tendencies, cultivate sattvic tendencies. That is the worship of Lakshmi. And then the last one is worship of Saraswati. What do we do there? Gain the highest knowledge, the self-knowledge. How do we gain self-knowledge? Shravanam, Mananam, Nididhyasana. How many of you are new to this? Please raise your hand. So some of the terms you may not understand, don't worry. Okay. Did you hear this term, Shravanam, Mananam? No, don't worry. No problem. Shravana means listening. Manana means reflecting. So through Shravanam you gain the information of scriptures. Through Mananam you reflect upon it and then you become free from all doubts. Nididhyasana means living it, putting it into practice. So these are the 3 stepped process of gaining knowledge: listening, reflection, and putting into practice. And then you have to just discard it. So that is what we do on the 10th day. Give up the form and merge with the formless. So 10 days of worship. So now the Sattva, Rajas and Tamas, that is the topic of this chapter, chapter number 14. What is the name of the chapter? Gunatraya Vibhaga Yoga. Okay. So shall we get into the chapter now? So the whole chapter is trying to understand our different modes of the mind. Therefore this chapter is extremely useful. Whether you are a spiritual person or not, it doesn't matter. The information given in this chapter is extremely useful for everyone. It is exactly like, suppose you are the pilot sitting in that, what do you call that, cockpit. You have so many dials, isn't it? So many readings, so many meters. So, you clearly understand the condition of the vehicle, that plane, just by looking at different dials. For example, there is a dial which shows how much fuel you have. Many times it happens. They take off and then suddenly they find that it has not been. They come back immediately. There is no fuel. You see, because the dial is there, you save your life, isn't it? In the same way, so many things about the height, how high the plane is flying. What is the angle in which it is flying? What is the air pressure? What is the temperature inside? So many dials are there. All those dials, they show a particular condition, that vehicle. We are all in a vehicle. What is our vehicle? Body, mind, intellect. And we are also traveling in this life. We are traveling. We have a destination to reach. All of us are travelers in this world. What is our destination? Any traveler will have a destination. What is the destination? Asatoma Sadgamaya, Tamasoma Jyotirgamaya, Mrityurma Amritam Gamaya. From Asat to Sat is our journey. from unreal to real. Tamasoma Jyotirgamaya, from darkness to light is our journey. And then Mrityorma Amritamgamaya, from mortality to immortality, that is our journey. From ignorance to knowledge, from imperfection to perfection, from darkness to light, from limitation to infinity. So this is our journey. So there is a destination to reach. So as a person traveling in a vehicle, what is our first responsibility? Ensure that the vehicle is in good condition. Isn't it? The condition of the vehicle we must know. What is the condition? Is the vehicle in good condition or not? You must have thorough understanding about the vehicle. Suppose you are traveling by car and something happens. You must know why the vehicle has stopped. There is a problem. Suppose you are very clear about, you are a good mechanic, so that you know where the problem is. So you are able to troubleshoot it. Thus, you are able to set it right and then continue the journey. A person who doesn't know how the car is functioning, he will be stranded there. In the same way, there are different moods of the mind we must know. And this knowledge is extremely helpful. Different moods of the mind. What are the moods of the mind? Gunatraya Vibhaga Yoga is the name of this chapter. The three modes are Sattvic, Rajasic and Tamasic. So if you are running in Rajasic and Tamasic mode, beware, a red signal should come. You are safe only when the mood is Sattvic. What are the indications when the mood is Sattvic? You must know. What are the indications when the mood is Tamasic? You must know it. All the time you will not be in the same mood. Different moods, you will behave in a different way. Unless you are aware of these moods, you are always in danger. So that is the whole purpose of this chapter. So this chapter tells you, when your mood is in sattvic state, how you will behave, how the mind will behave. When the mood is in rajasic state, how you will behave. In tamasic state, how you will behave. How to increase this sattvic state of mind. All this information you will find in this chapter. So this chapter is extremely useful. So with this introduction, let us enter into the chapter. Now that most of you are examination verse, I think we can go by verse by verse. Okay. But I will touch upon all the fundamentals of Vedanta, so the newcomers also will not have any difficulty. So shall we start? Okay. I think we have 5 classes, right? 6th one will be for Q&A. So, yes. Repeat once. I hope you have Bhagavad Gita with you. Om Shri Paramatmane Namaha.
Om Shri Paramatmane Namaha.
Atha Chaturdashodhyayah. Gunatraya Vibhaga Yoga. Shri Bhagavan Uvacha. Param Bhuyah Pravakshyami. Jnananam Jnanamuttamam. Yajñātvā munayas sarve. Param siddhimito gataha. Idam jnanam मम साधर्म्यमागताः सर्वेऽपि नोपजायन्ते प्रलये न व्यथन्ति च. Yes. So this chapter does not start by a question by Arjuna. Very many of the chapters, Arjuna asks a question and then Bhagavan answers. In this chapter, no such thing is there. Bhagavan himself is initiating the discussion. What does Bhagavan say? Arjuna, Bhuya, once again, Pravakshami, I will tell you. Arjuna, this is very, very important knowledge. This knowledge is extremely important to live an intelligent life of peace and harmony. So therefore, Bhuya Pravakshami, I will tell you again. What will you tell Bhagavan? Param Jnanam, the highest knowledge. Uttamam Jnanam, the best. Jnananam Jnanam. Among all branches of knowledge, this is the supreme, this is the best. Arjuna, I will tell you once again. What does it mean? I have already spoken. But again I want to repeat. Because it is very important. Certain instructions we again and again repeat to our children, isn't it? Especially when they are leaving the country, going somewhere else. Again and again you repeat. When Churi is there, call me. Sometimes they give chutney pudi and all that. So this Indian mothers, they give pudis are there. You don't have time to go. Do this and it. So in the same way, Bhagavan says, it shows how much Bhagavan loved Arjuna. See, there are so many things which are not written here. You don't understand. Arjuna, I love you so much. In the 4th chapter, Bhagavan says, Bhaktosine Sakhajit. You are my devotee. You are my friend. So it is my responsibility to give you the best. And I want you to gain this knowledge, Arjuna. I don't want you to suffer. I can't see you suffer. So therefore, once again I will tell you. This knowledge is very precious. Why did Bhagavan give this knowledge to Arjuna? Arjuna was an amazing person. You see, a pure-hearted person gets automatically attracted to this knowledge. That is the glory of this knowledge. Just like an iron piece gets automatically attracted to a magnet. If it is a rusted iron, it will not feel the attraction. Impure iron will never feel attraction towards this magnet. But a pure iron, purer that iron, greater will it feel the attraction. In the same way, this spiritual knowledge is something, because many times people ask this question, why is that majority of the people don't show interest in this? Not everyone will feel the word. The mind is extroverted, impure. You don't feel the pull towards this knowledge, no way. So it is but natural. And very few people will show interest in this. So don't worry if you see you. You do your job. Call everyone, that is our job. But if they don't come, don't worry. Okay? They will give you so many excuses. Oh, we have planned here, we have planned. I'm really sorry. I wanted to attend, but actually, all excuses. Not everyone will be attracted. Okay. Slowly you will come to know about this. We have seen many times. So Arjuna, you deserve this. Therefore I am giving you this knowledge. What was the qualification of Arjuna? No, he was an amazing person. I am sure you must be knowing all the stories. He was the greatest devotee of Bhagavan, one of the greatest we can say. What is that story which proves it? So just before the war, Duryodhana and Arjuna, they both come at the same time. Then Bhagavan says, see, I don't want to disappoint both of you. So this is my condition. I will not take any weapon in the war. So now you can choose who do you want. I or my army. Narayani Sena. Which one do you want? So Duryodhana thought, war is going to happen. If this person is not going to take any weapon, what is his use? So Duryodhana said, I want your army. What did Arjuna say? Bhagavan, whether you take weapon or not, you be with us. That's what we want. This shows Arjuna's devotion for God. You see? So Arjuna chooses Bhagavan. This is one instant where Arjuna's devotion is tested. Devotion for God. And Arjuna, as a person also, he was an amazing person. He was an obedient son, an obedient brother, and a very pure-hearted person, a person with senses under his control. So what is an example where he is an obedient son? After winning Draupadi, actually Draupadi was supposed to be his wife. They went to Mother Kunti. Mother, see what we have brought for you. What did she say? All of you share among yourselves. That's it. Mother's word has come. You are all going to win. Arjuna did not question. At that time, Draupadi was supposed to be the most beautiful woman. Just imagine. Mother, you have said it, matter is over. This is called as obedience. Not easy. Obedient son. Obedient brother. What's the best example? In that dice play. Yudhishthira keeps Arjuna at stake. Remember, at that time Arjuna was world number one archer. Most powerful person. Who had even Brahmastra under his control. The most powerful weapon. When his elder brother said, Arjuna, I keep you at stake. He did not even question. He surrendered. And when he was lost, he did not raise any objection. He did not say, how dare you keep my life under stake? You can keep yourself under stake. How can you? No question. Just kept quiet and obeyed. Obedient brother. Obedient son. A person who had sense organs under his control. What is the best example? When Arjuna went to Swargaloka, his father is Indra actually. Urvashi herself comes to entertain him. He said, oh mother, you are the consort of my father. So therefore, you are like a mother for me. So therefore, no. Just imagine Urvashi. Heavenly Apsara, the most beautiful one. But he said, no, you are like my mother. You know, these are all the great virtues of Arjuna. A man whose senses was control, obedient, walking the path of dharma. And whatever Bhagavan said, he would just obey. That was Arjuna. He will never see whether it is dharma or adharma. No, if Bhagavan has said it, matter is over. I'm going to do it. For example, according to the law of warfare. You are not supposed to kill a person who is not fighting with you. Karna's wheel was stuck, the chariot. So he was trying to remove it. Bhagavan said, chop his head off. Arjuna just obeyed. So many instances you find this. Bhagavan, if you have said it, matter is over. I'm just going to do. So this kind of obedience, this kind of discipline, if a person has it, know for sure that highest knowledge is for that person. So this is the glory of Arjuna, and that is why Bhagavan chooses Arjuna to give this knowledge. So therefore Arjuna, Param Bhuvyav Prabhakshyami, once again I will tell you, I will give you this knowledge, because this is the ultimate knowledge, the greatest knowledge. You must gain it. Now, here in this chapter, it is not mentioned why this knowledge is great. The glory of knowledge, Bhagavan gives in the 9th chapter, actually 2nd verse of 9th chapter. What is the glory of this knowledge? The glory of self-knowledge. Rajavidya, Rajaguhyam, Pavitramidam Uttamam, Pratyaksha Avagamam Dharmyam, Susukham Kartum Apyayam. That is where Bhagavan glorifies this knowledge actually. Arjuna, this is a royal knowledge, Rajavidya. Royal means what? The best. All the kings, they enjoy the best of everything, isn't it? Comforts, convenience, food, everything is the best. In the same way, among all branches of knowledge, this is the best. Rajavidya. At the same time, it is Rajaguhyam, great secret. Why is it a secret? Secret is something which is an extremely important knowledge which is not known by many. That is called as a secret. So this knowledge is secret because, in fact, in this world, first of all, even to listen to it, it is very rare. Even if you get to listen to it, developing interest is still rare. Even if you have little interest, understanding it is still rare. You see the levels of filtering. Even if you understand it, you may not have faith that it is true. Even if you have faith, you may not work hard to gain this. You see the different layers. So that is why this knowledge is called Rajaguhyam, a royal secret. Rajavidya, Rajaguhyam, Pavitramidam Uttamam. It is called Uttamam Pavitram. Uttamam Pavitra means the best purifier. Uttamam Pavitram. Why is it called best purifier? This knowledge is such that once you gain it, the possibility of committing a sin doesn't even arise. Whatever sins you have committed, it is destroyed. But the future possibility of committing a sin is completely eliminated. Therefore, it is called Uttamam Pavitram, best purifier. It is something like a detergent. Which is the best detergent? Which can remove the toughest stains. But suppose there is a detergent which not only can remove all the tough stains, but can prevent the cloth from getting any stain in the future. Such a detergent is not there. It's just our imagination. But such a detergent is available in the spiritual path. And that detergent is this knowledge. Because this knowledge, what it does is, it destroys the very cause of all sins. What is the source of all sins? It is our ego. It is our ego which is forcing us to commit all sins in life. What does this knowledge do? It destroys the very ego itself. Therefore, there is no possibility of that person committing any more sins. That is why it is called as Uttamam Pavitra. And then Pratyaksha Avagama. Bhagavan says this is something which you can directly experience. In the beginning, you start with faith in God because you don't know whether God exists or not. But as you progress in this path, it no longer remains a faith, it becomes your direct experience. Pratyaksha means what? Prati aksham. Directly you see it. Aksham means eyes. That which you directly see. Like the fruit in your palm. Clearly you see it. Isn't it? So that which you experience, as you walk this path, as the mind becomes purer and purer, you start experiencing the presence of the Divine. This path is very unique. You cannot prove God, but you can experience God. There are so many things in this world, you experience it, but you cannot prove it. As far as science and technology is concerned, you see the proof and therefore you accept that this technology is right. For example, mobile phone. What is the proof that mobile technology is perfect? You can prove that you are able to speak to some other person who is on the other part of the globe. There is a proof available, then you say, yes, this technology is right. But that methodology you cannot apply here. So once what happened? Puja Gurudev, he went to one of the IITs, Indian Institute of Technology. So one youngster got up. He said, Swamiji, what is the proof that whatever you are saying is right, that God exists? What is the proof? So Gurudev said, I will slap on your face. Can you prove your friend that there is pain? If I slap, there is a pain. Can you prove it to your friend that there is pain? You can't. You experience, but you cannot prove it. In the same way, God experience is something which you know, but you cannot prove. And that's why there is a very famous quote of Puja Gurudev. If you want to prove God, improve yourself. Pratyaksha avagam, something which you can directly experience. As you progress in the path of spirituality, mind becomes purer and purer. As the mind becomes purer and purer, you start experiencing His presence in your heart. Pratyaksha avagamam dharmyam. Another term used, dharmyam. Dharmyam means what? That which takes to your own nature is called dharmyam. Dharma means nature. How do you define dharma of a thing, nature of a thing? Nature of a thing is that without which that thing has no existence. That's what we define. Without which the thing has no existence. So therefore, what is the nature of fire? Heat. Without heat, fire has no existence. You can't have fire without heat. That's what is the nature. What is the nature of sugar? Sweetness is the nature. In the same way, what is our nature? If this question is asked. Without which we have no existence. What is that? Taking away which we have no existence. Can we say body, physical body? No. If people have not studied scriptures, they will say physical body. Even when the body is dead, you still exist. It is only the sthula sarira which is gone. There are two other bodies. What are the two other bodies? Sukshma sarira and will still exist. So those people who are finding this term new, we will be studying Tattva Bodha. Okay? Or Tattva Bodha, all these things are there. So physical body is dead, but that person is still there. That thought bundle is still there. That is why after death we do all the Shraddha karma, etc. This karma goes to that particular jiva existing in a thought bundle form. Okay, so dharmyam. So what is our dharma? That without which we have no existence. It is nothing but consciousness. So this knowledge takes you there. Dharma has got so many meanings. So dharma can also be that which is reached by walking the path of dharma. So dharma means values of life, virtues of life. Only when you cultivate the noble virtues you can reach. So therefore dharma can mean virtues. Dharma also can mean duty. So dharma means what? This is the highest duty of a person. To strive for this knowledge. Dharma. Dharma also means peace and harmony in the society. Dharma samsthapanarthaya Sambhavami yuge yuge. There, what is the meaning of dharma? Law and order, peace and harmony. This knowledge is such that when each and every person in the society they strive for this knowledge, automatically in the society there is peace and harmony. What is that entity which ensures peace and harmony in the society? Values of life. When everyone practices the values of life, there is peace and harmony. Where does the values come from? From the vision of oneness. When we come to know that we are all one, then we practice noble values. Where does this vision of oneness come from? It comes from this knowledge. Basically, we are all one. At the body level, we are all different, but at consciousness level, we are one. So this knowledge gives vision of oneness. Vision of oneness make us virtuous, and when each and every individual in the society we practice values of life, there is peace and harmony in the society. So therefore it is dharmyam. Pratyakshavagam dharmyam susukham kartum. This path is very easy. Easiest path is this path. Every other path is difficult. Susukham kartum, not sukham. Sukham means easy. Susukham means what? Very easy. This path, Bhagavan says, is the easiest. Because the only thing need to be done here is drop the ego. And dropping the ego is the easiest thing in this world. Yes or no? You may say it is difficult. Actually, it is very easy. Dropping the ego means what? Remember the four Mahavakyas I told. I am nothing. I know nothing. I have nothing. And then I can do nothing. This is called dropping the ego. How can you say, Swamiji, I am nothing? I am a great person, you know. So how to start? Just pay attention to the realities of life. What do we know? What do we conclude? My existence itself, I don't know how I am existing. Infinite number of factors. Not even one factor is in my control. Food, temperature, clothing, shelter, gravity, humidity. There are so many factors because of which I am alive. Not even one factor is in my control. Inside the body, so many organs are functioning. How they are functioning, I don't know. Nervous system, blood circulation, digestion, how it is happening, I don't know. Brain cells, how they are functioning, I don't know. I don't know anything. Yes or no? How the eyes are functioning, we don't know. How I am hearing, we don't know. How am I smelling and tasting? I don't know. How am I talking? I'm talking, but I don't know what I'm talking. How am I thinking? I don't know. What do you know then? I don't know anything. So now, try to be egoistic. Egoistic means what? I am proud of something. Arey Baba, there is nothing in me because of which I can be proud of. So tell me, dropping the ego, is it easy or difficult? It's so easy. See, Bhagavan has made this path very, very easy. Very complicated, that's all. The best path is also the easiest path. Susukham kartu. Very, very easy. Dropping the ego is the only thing you need to do in spirituality. As Pujya Guru says, as the ego vanishes, Lord enters. That's all we need to do. Self-effort is this. Destroying the ego is self-effort. God realization, that happens by God's grace. You don't have to do anything. Aham Brahmasmi experience, it happens because of God's grace. What is self-effort? Aham Shunyosmi is self-effort. Aham Shunyosmi means what? Bhagavan, I am zero. I am nobody. That's all what Bhagavan says. Become a nobody. I will make you God. Susukham kartu. All our problems in our life is only because of this exaggerated, bloated ego. That anyway will come later. This chapter Bhagavan himself is going to say about that. To the extent you can puncture your ego, there is peace. To the extent you can efface your ego, everything becomes clear to you in life. Confusion. Greater the ego, greater the confusion. So what does it mean? If there is confusion, what does it mean? Even without your knowledge, ego is present. That's the meaning. Susukham kartum. The last term one is this avdhyayam. This result of this knowledge is such that you put forth effort, the result is imperishable. Avdhyayam means imperishable. There is nothing in this world where effort is finite and the result is infinite. Is there anything? In all cases, you will find that effort is finite, the result is also finite. You eat food, hunger is gone. But how long? After some time, again you feel hungry. You study a Bhagavad Gita verse, you get it by heart. How long? After a few days, you have forgotten. Every action has got only a limited result. But what's the beauty of this knowledge? You gain it, the result is imperishable. Means what? Once you gain this knowledge, there is no more danger of forgetting this knowledge and coming back again. Avdhyayam, imperishable. So therefore Arjuna, you must gain this knowledge. So that is why Bhagavan says, Jnananam Jnanam Uttamam Jnanam. So this particular verse I have taken from the 9th chapter. So therefore Arjuna, Yed Jnatva Munaya Sarve Param Siddhim Itaha Gataha. Arjuna, all those people who have given importance to this knowledge. Munaya means what? Manana Shilavan Muni. Contemplative people who have thought about it, meditated about it, and then lived it. What has happened to them? Param Siddhim Gataha. They have attained the highest perfection. That is the glory of this knowledge. What is the proof of perfection? Peace of mind. Peace is the proof. What is the proof that I am living intelligently or unintelligently? Peace is the proof. What is the proof that I am living unintelligently? Disturbance is the proof. Any disturbance of mind is the proof that I am living an unintelligent life. Now you know how to make it silent?
That's an emergency call.
Okay. Emergency call can come even when it is silent mode?
Yes.
Oh, okay. This knowledge is emergency knowledge. It will put an end to all emergency calls. Okay, the glory of this knowledge. Idam jnanam upasvatya. Arjuna, those who have gained this knowledge, mama sadharmya bhavataha, those people become one with me. Who is telling this? Bhagavan is telling this. There is a possibility that an ordinary human being can become one with God. That is a glory. But then what is the use of that? Sargepi na upajayante pradayena vyatanti cha. The glory of this knowledge is that person becomes free from birth, death cycle. When the whole creation comes, that person is not born. Sargepi na upajayante pralayena vyatanti cha. And when the whole creation goes into dissolution, that person need not fear. Because that person has become free from birth, death cycle. Such is the glory of this knowledge. Yes. Now let us chant the 3 more verses. 3, 4, 5. Mama yonir brahma. Tasmin garbham dadhamyaham. Sambhava sarva bhutanam. Tato bhavati bharata. Sarva yonishu kaunteya. Murtaya sambhavanti yaha. Tasam brahma mahat yonihi. Aham bija pradah pita. Sattvam rajastama iti. Gunah prakriti sambhavaha. Nibadnanti mahabaho. Dehe dehinam avyayam. Yes. So now we have 10 more minutes. So we will see in essence, especially for the beginners, what is this knowledge of Bhagavad Gita? In essence, maybe I can take 15 minutes. Because that knowledge is absolutely essential to understand further discussion. What is the essence of Bhagavad Gita? The essence of Bhagavad Gita is Tat Tvam Asi. That God which you are talking of, that you are. Another Mahavakya is Aham Brahma Asmi. I am God. This is the highest knowledge of the Vedas. Vedas, Upanishad, Vedanta, Bhagavad Gita, Purana. If the essence of everything is put in one statement, this is the thing. Know yourself as you are. That is the purpose of life. And who are you? You are infinite. You are immortal. You are infinite bliss. You are perfection absolute. You are the ultimate truth. Know yourself as you are. Now the question is, how can I be God? It's blasphemy. How can I be infinite? I very clearly know that I am finite. How can I be perfect? I very clearly know I am imperfect. So then, explanation has to be given. A logical explanation has to be given. So therefore, we start with a theory called identification theory. So what we are going to discuss is the essence of all scriptures. If you understand this, you have understood all scriptures, at least intellectually. Okay. So start with identification. This will repeat in every camp. Okay. So what is identification theory? When entity A identifies with entity B, the properties of B appear to be the properties of A. Entity A, when it identifies with entity B, properties of B appear to be the properties of A. This is called as identification theory, or sometimes called as superimposition theory. In Sanskrit, the term used is adhyasa, superimposition. Now, how to understand this theory? The best example is movie theatre example. In the movie theatre, we watch the movie as the movie unfolds. So we all sit in the dark room and the movie is unfolding. As the movie unfolds, what happens? We identify with the characters in the movie. We identify with the story, the movie happening, and slowly we forget ourselves. We are in the movie now. Our entire attention is upon the happenings, the story, the character, and we get identified with the character. Then what happens? Now let us say the hero is crying and weeping. It's a tragic movie, let us say. Everybody is crying. So who is crying now? I am also crying. Hero is sad, gets beaten up by villains. Hero is miserable. I have identified with the hero. What is my condition? I am also miserable. So see, who is entity A here? I am the entity. Who is entity B? The movie character. When entity A identifies with entity B, the movie character, the properties of B appear to be the properties of A. Whatever is happening to that movie character, the same thing starts happening to me also. Hero is miserable, I am miserable. Hero is crying, I am crying. Hero is happy, I am happy. This is called as identification. So if you want to put an end to the misery in the film theatre, what you should do? Disidentify from what you are not. Identify with what you are. This is what you have to do. Vedanta says the same thing is happening in this real world also. If you have understood identification theory, you have understood Vedanta. Okay. So in this world, what are the two entities? Consciousness and matter. These are the two entities. Consciousness, matter. Entity A, entity B. Sometimes consciousness is called Brahman, matter is called Maya. Sometimes consciousness is called Atma, that matter is called Anatma. These are all different terms, but they are all one and the same. Sometimes consciousness is called Druk, then matter is called Drishya. Sometimes consciousness is called Kshetrajna, then matter is called Kshetra. Sometimes consciousness is called Purusha, then matter is called Prakriti. Different terms, but basically one and the same. Sometimes consciousness is called Chaitanya, then matter is called Jada. Consciousness, matter. Now what is matter? Anything made of 5 elements is matter. What are the 5 elements? Akasha, space, Vayu, air, then fire, Agni, then water, Jala, then Prithvi, earth. 5 elements. Anything made of 5 elements is matter. So the whole world that we see is matter, but they are made of 5 elements. Come one step inside. What about this body? Matter, because this body is also made of 5 elements. Come one more step inside. Our thoughts, mind. What is mind? Consciousness of matter. It is matter. Because when we don't eat food, mind becomes silent. So mind gains its nourishment from food, therefore mind is also matter. There is only one thing which is not matter, and who is that? I. Aham. And what is the nature of consciousness? That aham is called consciousness. What is its nature? It is Sat, Chit, Anand. Sat means existence, absolute existence, which can never become non-existent. Chit means consciousness. Anand means bliss. So this consciousness is absolutely perfect. And where is this consciousness? The I. Please keep this in mind. Medical people also use consciousness. That meaning is different. In medical terminology, consciousness is defined as a part of the mind. So therefore sometimes they say he lost consciousness. Actually they are talking about the mind. But in Vedanta when we use the term consciousness, it has nothing to do with mind. In fact, mind gains ability to know of becoming conscious only by borrowing this term consciousness. So this consciousness is perfect, and this consciousness is what we call as God or Supreme Self or Paramatma. These are all different terms. So what is my true nature? Consciousness is my true nature. It is immortal, it is infinite bliss, it is perfection, it is God itself. Now what is the mistake I have done? Instead of identifying with this consciousness, where is my identification? With the body. This is the mistake we all have done. Now what does the identification theory say? When entity A, the pure consciousness, identifies with B, what is B here? Body. Properties of B appear to be the properties of A. So I, the infinite consciousness, when I identify with the body, what is the wrong notion which comes into my mind? I am the body. Actually, you are not the body. You are only identified with the body. You are not the body at all. Just like you are not the hero. You have just identified with the hero in the movie theatre. Now you think you are the hero. So hero's sorrow is my sorrow. The same thing has happened here. That infinite consciousness now identifies with the body and thinks that it is the body. I am the body. Now what is the condition of the body? Body is always imperfect. This body has birth, growth, maturity, decay, death. the sixfold modifications. The body has to die, it will have disease, it has all imperfection, all kinds of misery, disease, everything is there. Now I am identified with this miserable body. Now I think, I am miserable, I am old, I am sick, I am going to die. Arey Baba, all these things belong to the body, not for you. You see, everybody in this world is miserable, trying to escape from old age, trying to escape from decay, trying to escape from death. Is it possible to escape from bodily death? No. Is it possible to escape from bodily decay, old age? No. You may hide it. You may hide the wrinkles, but that doesn't mean you have become young. You may dye your hair, but still you are old. You see? The fact is, body will have decay and death. You can't stop it. And you need not stop it, because it is not you. You see, the glory of this knowledge. All our sorrow is because we are identified with the body, with the imperfect body. Remember, body is a cage. So if you want freedom, what you should do? You should come out of this cage. And what is the way? Vedanta says there is a way. Because that body is not you. You are the observer of the body. Observer is always different from observed. This is the law. Drishya vastu is always different from drashta. This is the law of Vedanta. The ultimate law. Whatever is seen is different from the seer. The observed entity is different from the observer. Who are we? We are the observer. Witnessing consciousness, we are not the witnessed body. So therefore, what has to be done to put an end to all misery? Detach from what you are not, attach to what you are. This is the essence of the entire scripture. Detach from the body which you are not, attach to consciousness which you are. Once you do it, all your sorrows get over. Bas. Because there is no need to grieve, because you are already perfect. You are not stopping old age, you are not stopping death. What have you stopped? Your identification you have stopped, and therefore the misery also stopped. Exactly like the tragic movie is going on, you withdraw your attention from the movie, you look around, everybody is crying like you, with a tissue paper in hand. And you take out your mobile phone, play some video games. Will you be miserable in the movie theatre where a tragic movie is being played? No, why? Identification is not there. Identification caused our sorrow. This identification is the solution. So once you have this understanding, you have understood Vedanta, and now we will proceed further. Okay, that we will see in the next class. Now tomorrow we have a session from 7:30 to 8:30. Do you want this class or a meditation class? Should we do a meditation session or a Gita session? How many of you want meditation? Only one. How many of you want Gita? Good. So we'll continue with Gita. Many want Gita. Okay.
But Swamiji, we can wake up at 6 and do half an hour meditation too.
No, the thing is, see, Amma wants to sleep. For them, sleep and meditation, there is no difference. In both these cases, you have to go beyond body consciousness. So there, yes. ॐ सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः सर्वे सन्तु निरामयाः सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत् असतो मा सद्गमय तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय मृत्योर्मा अमृतं गमय ॐ पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः हरि ओम श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः हरि ओम।